The Brothers Keeper now, but before then you're the Boy of the Booless.
Yes.
You made
like
that happen.
3 years
You
ago.
made an album of the year nominated album.
Yes.
You made one of the most successful R&B album in the history of modern day Nigerian music. At some point, did you think you achieved so much success than you expected that you might become a victim of your own success?
Let me just answer one by one. Did I think it was gonna go well? Of course, I was working and hoping and praying and putting in effort every day. So when it started happening, for me, I was super excited and I was definitely grateful for that, And to be honest, sometimes even when you imagine to get here, when you get there, you're just like, oh, so this is possible. Okay, I want to get here now. Yeah, so that's the way I feel. I'm victim of, what a victim of anything.
So 2020, this is when you put out the first album, 2020.
Yes.
Just hugely successful, and I mean, it shattered everything. It broke
February
language barrier.
14th.
It became the success was palpable.
Yeah.
You can feel it on the street.
Yeah.
You can feel it everywhere from social media to the street, and your next album.
Yes.
Is due this month.
Yes, it's due 25th.
25th of this month.
Yeah.
This is roughly 3 years it took you to make your next album.
Not up to 3 years.
Roughly.
2 years and maybe 5 months or 6 months.
Yeah. so that's what it's like 20 something months.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot. And
at least 24 months.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So there's a lot of work that's gone to that album.
Yes.
So what are the similarities? Let's start with that. What are the similarities from your first album that made it such a wonderful album, such a remarkable success that we should expect from this coming album?
With my sophomore album, which is the second one coming now, I can tell you that it's still me. That's a huge similarity. I mean, when you hear the music, you still hear Chike, and that's a really, really huge similarity. And I think, I believe people listen to artists for different reasons, and I also want to believe that I'm one of those that people listen to because they want to hear me. So I made sure that, you can hear me, regardless of what I'm saying. You can know that Chike is the person saying that. And that's a huge similarity for me.
It's great. Now, your music is you're one of those artists whose music, aside defiling borders and language barriers, it also defies demography.
Okay.
You make music that appeals to the young,
yes.
the old.
Yes, that one is sure.
Yeah, so is that something you do deliberately? You put in the effort to try to make music for different audiences. You make a conscious effort to say this one is the one for the guys that are shipping containers. Then this one is for the girls that loves to party, and this one for the men and women that loves to stay at home.
Actually, don't do that. I tell you that one thing I do for sure is, just whatever I'm experiencing, when I experience different things, I want to just put that part in my music. I don't create music thinking of demographics. No, I actually don't do that. Maybe subconsciously sometimes it could be like say you do but I've never intentionally walked into the studio and decided to create music for any demographic.
That's great. I agree with you. I mean, the songs take time people choose songs they like.
Yes,
I think that's external to the artist. Sometimes the artist, you cannot force a song on an
people.
audience. They choose the one they want to listen to, and there's maybe nothing you can do about that. So now you must have you get this a lot because I mean it's you, and a lot of your fans are women. So it's not by your own making, but that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And calling your album then your debut album, calling the Boy of the Booless, kind of played to that strength.
I see everything added up finally.
Yeah, you added up finally. You're the Boo of the Booless, and even though remarkably, I think a lot of women choose to say Booless because of you, as in presumably you're the Boo. You're the Boo.
Everything I hear.
Yes. So now this album, The Brothers Keeper. Now is this one for the brothers?
No, I'm sure in literature when we read "Be Your Brother's Keeper," I'm sure it's never gender sensitive. Yeah, I just think it's being a human being to another human being. So I don't think it was still made, with any demographic in mind. For me, when I was making that album, when it was even named The Brothers, at the time it was named The Brothers Keeper, I don't even think we had all the songs we have on it right now. But one thing that was constant was, my state of mind as a person and as an artist at that time, my state of living, and you know, I'm just trying to say this is where I am when making this music. So that's what the Skipper is about.
2021, you didn't put out a lot of songs.
No,
you didn't, but you still held it down. You held it down with one single. You almost sure that the country will run into you. With that song, you got 3 Edis nomination.
Which
single.
one?
You didn't know you were nominated for Edis.
Which of the songs?
Running to You with Simi.
Oh, okay.
You got 3 Edis nomination, one single.
Yeah.
Just without necessarily dropping the song that year. That was amazing.
No, I'm super excited.
And the demand for your music, it's becoming more urgent. There's an urgency from fans.
Yes.
You've kept them waiting.
Yes.
For long.
True.
They want singles.
Yes.
Are they getting it?
Yeah, there's a single of the album right now. It's called Hard to Find. Yeah. That's the first and only available single off the album now. You know, for those who have pre-saved the album, they get it first on the 25th of August when it drops. But there's a full album coming.
Great.
So I'm giving everything, no single by single.
That's fantastic.
Let's
again, you make music that you're a performer.
Yes, I love
you pride yourself on your ability to deliver
hold the mic,
your music live.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the things you when you make music, you like to make music you can deliver live.
Yes.
Is that something that would reflect in the Booless Keeper?
Definitely. It definitely will reflect. I think even down for how I create the music, I think, you know, sometimes if you're not too careful, you create it from the perspective of a live performer. Yes, so I do.
I think you have one already.
I have a live album from No Music, No Life.
Yeah, you have a live
album. It was the live album of my concert in December at Memorial Konola Park. It was recorded. It's a different experience entirely.
Are you going to make a live album for the Booless Keeper?
I mean, going by previous behavior, there's a high chance that's going to happen.
We'll look forward to that. So let's go Afrobeat for a minute.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You're an Afrobeat artist.
Oh,
you don't think
I'm
you are?
African.
You're African. Yeah, you're an Afrobeat artist. And Afrobeat is not an ascension.
Okay.
It's ascending. You recently had your first big show.
Oh, okay.
In the UK. Yeah?
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, commendation on that.
Thank you.
I saw your rehearsals, videos online.
You stopped me.
So your rehearsal videos.
Check for the
your IG.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's you see that deliberate aspect you bring into your music. The work. People don't see that. You know, people don't see the work that goes behind the music.
Yes.
The years, the weeks and hours and hours of rehearsals before you go kill it for 15 minutes on stage.
Yes. For like 1 hour or more.
Yeah, on stage.
Not 15 minutes, okay.
I'm just just saying 15 minutes of fame. Definitely, yeah, I understand. So say Afrobeat is an ascension and we're taking over the world. And you're one of the artists who've been putting up the work. So this album, The Booless Keeper, is it an album with which you hope to appeal to more international audience? Because you do have international audience. Your music, they love your music in Eastern Africa.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes.
If you don't know it, I know it. I can tell you for a fact. I've seen radio plays from Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya.
Yes.
You're among the top 5 Nigerian artists they listen to in those countries.
Okay.
And you've performed in those countries.
Yes.
So they love your music there.
Yeah.
Yes. So your album, The Booless Keeper, you are at a place right now where you're bigger than when you release your debut album.
True.
You have a larger audience. You're no longer Chike, Nigerian superstar.
Okay.
You're Chike, the African superstar.
Okay.
Is this going to reflect on your album?
Yeah, I think even with, you know, some of the songs we made, I think that was taken into consideration. You know, I mean, some songs make the album, some didn't. But in the creative process, I think that was, I mean, for me, you know, I always want to reach out to more audience, more people, you know. So, you know, growth is important and good. But definitely, have I considered those factors in making the music? I think, you know, yes, definitely.
That's fantastic. So now, I mean, you know, after the first time is always the hardest.
Okay, it is.
That's what happened with your debut album. you drop it because it has to be perfect. And you drop the perfect debut album.
Yes.
And same thing applies for awards too. The first time seems to be the hardest one.
Okay.
And we've already won our first Grammy.
Oh.
Which is hard.
Okay,
and
yes.
So when they talk about the awards, we like to throw names around and artists who have the talent, the penmanship, the stagecraft
Yes,
to be able
do it.
to do these things, create this content, to relate across demographics and across borders. Is this something you have on your mind?
Of course, I'll tell you that when I started making music, I didn't know what the Grammys was, but I see that it is some level of, it's some kind of recognition. It is some kind of recognition at least with the world order now, that seems to be the highest one. So, yes, why not?
Great. So, you're not a very social media person.
I did try.
Yeah, you try, but
I did try.
You don't engage in a lot of Q&A with your fans.
Okay.
They need to keep up with. They keep up on IG from time to time.
Yes.
But again, you're Chike, the African superstar now. You understand that your fans who are invested in you.
Yes.
Who wants to let him?
Yes.
Are you going to let them?
Yeah, I mean, engagement, like I said, I did engage, but definitely there's room to engage more. So, for sure, we'll make sure we do that more.
Yeah, great. I think your fans will be, they'll be glad to hear. They'll be glad to hear that.
I think even good, I called them for Instagram, so let's just talk about us.
So, 25th, the listening party.
Yes.
Is happening the day before.
Yes, the day before.
Are you excited for that?
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's almost like, here we go again. But hopefully this time with even better results. And hopefully this time, the most important thing to me, one of the important things to me is to be able to see people connect to what I'm talking about. So hopefully this time, they connect again.
So personally, I've been following one part of your artistry.
Oh,
this one that I fancy. And that's your collaboration with rappers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've been tapped since you dropped with MI.
Yes.
You've dropped with AQ.
Okay. Yes.
You were on the Lamp album. You have a song with
Fowls.
With Fowls.
Fowls' song with
you.
Okay.
It's doing really well. Yeah. And on your upcoming The Brothers Keeper album, which drops on August 25th.
Yes.
You have a song with YC.
Yes.
What would you
expect? That was a song with Zoro on my debut album.
Yeah, song with Zoro on your debut album, yeah.
I would like to, most of my collaborations, with even rap artists were mostly, facilitated. I hope that's the right word, by my guys. The only one I could say that I worked out myself was one with MI and this one with Fowls. Yes, so the ones I know, okay, it was just me and the artist. But the other ones, I think my guys saw some songs and said, oh, okay, we can work this out. And yes, that happened. Yeah, so the one with
YC, have we seen you, you deliver, you bring the flavor to it.
I sing.
So you're going to bring that there.
I sing. YC, you're not going to try rap or top. No, don't leave apart.
I like to see you rap someday.
Yeah, when they say the world is coming to an end.
Okay.
I was supposed to punch. Yeah.
Look.
I think they go past that side.
This is great.
Yeah.
So Chike, before we wrap this up.
Yes.
The Brothers Keeper.
Have you perceived the album? You wait there.
Definitely.
Wait you now if you zoom in. Which did they use? Which
Apple Music.
Make I say
my phone, Dimeji. My phone's with
Dimeji. Bring your phone. May not be like say.
Bring my phone.
May we see if we make you president. Believe you.
Of course.
Dimeji, open his phone. Make I my answer.
Yeah, that's my Apple Music.
No, it's okay. I know where your Apple Music is. Not the shy. I know where it is. Chike. Okay. All right. All right. Fantastic.
Great.
He has the album.
I have the album.
Okay.
I dropped to have this album. And I should have had the album along because we waited since January.
Yes. Yeah, if you put your phone, is there.
Which is in January. Since January, wait for the album.
Yes, I mean,
I think in December. Yeah. I was at this place with Ogogo's manager.
Okay. Oh, not the hangouts.
Yeah, no, he's a big man. Yes. So I met him at a shooting in December for an event like that. We talked about the Brothers Keeper and see me, and we're looking forward to when it's coming out. Like it's coming out soon, and every time I see him, I'm like, when is this coming out soon? It's coming out soon, and it's soon. And finally, we're here.
In Nigeria, they've been processing us that we should have lights. On our patience. So everybody
we're finally here. So finally, yeah, the album is here.
Yes, it is.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you, my man.
Congratulations.
Yes.
And so what's that one word you used to describe the album in anticipation of August 12th? Growth.
Yeah. Growth. I expect you, like I said at the beginning, I said you could still hear Chike, but you know, for me, I was able to hear some growth too, even as an artist, and I just hope that whoever is listening to the music is able to see that while they experience the music.
Okay, great. And one other question that people have been asking, there've been conversation around some set of artists.
Okay.
Who's again, as I said, you're one of the artists whose consumer base, cut demography.
Okay.
You have your R&B artists with older people consumers.
Yeah.
So these are, they don't necessarily really have, you know, they don't know their way around DSPs.
Okay.
Streaming. Are you going to have your album on vinyl or on discs?
I can't answer that now, honestly, but I'm happy you pointed that out. I'm sure my guys have thought about it too, but I'll ring that bell a little louder. Yeah. I
think your older audience would be delighted to be able to get your album in the manner they're familiar with.
Yes.
It's great. All right, Chike, it's good to have you.
Yes,
wonderful. And before we leave, I mean, you have thousands of fans watching, and I don't know if you have a word for them. You want to say something to them?
Make sure you pre-save The Brother's Keeper. If your platform, I know they pre-save, make sure you listen to it on the 25th. And make sure you share the music, because the only way other people get to enjoy it is when you talk about it. So make sure you listen. I hope to connect with you on that level. And I can't say see you soon. Hear me soon.